Good morning, friend. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. So this is going to be part 2 to setting up my everything planner. We're going to do my bucket list. Well, I'm going to get the design on here. I'm not going to fill out the bucket list because I don't know all of 26 things I want to get off my bucket list this year. I'm going to set up January's monthly page, which is I'm gonna use my Dreamy Jellies from Hubman and Chubgirl's monthly subscription. And then we are gonna do 2026 glimmers. So here I'm just gonna write down something that made me smile on like either in January, February, like monthly, or just something that was sweet, a kind gesture, anything like that. I don't know if I want to do it as like a two spread or something like that. Create something today. We're gonna finish that one, and then my travel for 2026. So let's get right into this one. Let's see, we're going to put I got one die cut sticker left. Some of these little sheets. I got a 2026. I don't want to use this 2026 because I have him right here. So it's going to either be this one or this one, I think. I think I'm going to go with that one just because it has a little bit of color in it. So I think he's going to go like right here in the middle. And then we'll do it on this side. All right. And then I think I'm going to write it in pink just because I like pink and it's pretty. So how was everybody's Monday? Mine was busy. I had to go down to Syracuse with my daughter and my granddaughter. They had an appointment down there. It was like an all-day adventure down there. Doctor's appointment lasted a long time. My granddaughter has autism, so she had to go down there and get the evaluation so that we can get her into preschool. I don't know what those marks are from. So that she can get the programs and the assistance that she needs. She was doing really well with speech, and then the speech therapist moved, so they don't have a speech therapist any longer where she was going, so they wanted to just get her into preschool so that she had those resources. She was doing really well, really starting to talk and be more social, which was awesome. Like her and Asher, oh my goodness, they're so cute together. But they're a handful, let me tell you. They're both so rambunctious. But I love it. Not used to it, trust me. Like my baby just turned 21 yesterday, and having 2 kids under the age of 4 at the same time, grandma is not used to it. So let's do, I think I'm just gonna do I want to go across? Do I want to, I see I had started bucket list, like bucket and then list. Or do I want to go across? Let's do bucket. And then I think I'm going to use the smaller side to do list right underneath it. And I think I'll just do that in like a basic handwriting. I totally just spelled that wrong. And then what I think I'll do is I'll take this black marker and I'll just go around the outside. And then, so when we got back from Syracuse, I went and dropped them off. And then I had to go see my son. As I said, it was his 21st birthday. And I had to give him his birthday gift. And poor Asher man is sick. And he wanted to come home with Grandma. I told him he would see Grandma in a couple of days. I don't take my grandbabies in the month of December. Because once I start wrapping, I put everything under the tree. And once everything gets decorated, I don't want them to come and take everything off the tree. I know that sounds horrible, but yeah, so I don't take the grandbabies in the month of December. It's the only month I don't take them. And their parents are fine with that. And you know what? I think I want to make that list a little bit bigger. I should have did that before. But yeah, he wanted to come home or to Grandma's house and see Grandpa. The flu is really bad up here in our county. So I don't know if he has the flu or not. But he is really congested. Poor man. I hate when the babies are sick. I know my sister and my nieces both have had the flu, and my sister's husband. That looks really bad, but I didn't really practice it too much before I got on, but that's okay. Do I want to put like a black line along this? I might, just along the bottom, I think. We'll see how that looks. Do I want to do it on the top too? Yeah. There. And then let's just put, let me see, what do we got? We got a little guy here. We use him down here. And then I don't really have too many decorations left. Do a little clock. And then I think I'll do these little champagne glasses. I think I'll do them over here. One like that, one like that. And then I will come back in and write down my goals. I think that I might switch up what I'm using for back here. Let's just do, oh, now I don't remember which purple I used. I think it was this one. So let's just do something like this. Oh, nope, it wasn't this one. And then we'll go in with this one. And then we'll go in with this one. And then a few little pieces of confetti. Yeah, so there's a few things I want to do this year, but we'll see. We'll see what we get done. All right. So let's get this one done. Alrighty. Let's put my washi tape up there. I have all of this stuff for Dreaming of Jellies. Let me see here. We're going to need the numbers. I'm going to use those and then those. And I got to decide on which ones I want to use. Let me see. I need a monthly. I think those are weeklies. I'm not sure if these are weeklies too, but let's get this on. So which January do I want to use? I think we're going to use this January. Oh, that's so crooked. Don't rip. Behave. Oh, it's gonna rip. Come on. There we go. Oh. Oh, geez, come on. There we go. I ripped the page a little bit, but that's all right. It's going to get covered right back up. There, that's better. Okay. So I like my months to be, or my planners to start Monday through Sunday. So let's do that. Monday. I love the colors in this kit. So I had received an email from Hubman and Chubgirl that they are starting to do add-ons, and I think it is the journaling kit that you can add on to your ultimate subscription. And I think it's $20 to add on. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it was $20. And then that way you're guaranteed to get that. I didn't put it in because it's not stickers that I use, but it is an option. I'm wondering if they're gonna start opening up that option to add on like extras if, say, we wanted to get extra days, or if we wanted to get, say, extras of this sticker collection or sticker kit. I would like that because I like to have the deco stickers. But yeah, so that would be cool if they did start doing that. But I thought it was pretty cool when I received that, because I did not know they were going to be doing that. So today I have kind of a busy day. I have an appointment this morning. Then I come home, and then I have another appointment at noon. So I have to get that done today, and then I got to get some cleaning done, as tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and I have everybody coming over. So we got to do that. I think we're going to go use this Sunday. And then I just got to get like some baking done, some prepping done. I'm only making, oh crap, I could have used those. Shoot. I wonder if I'll be able to get these up. If I can get this Monday up, I'm going to put it on pause and change it. Perfect. All right, give me 1 second. Okay, those didn't come up too bad. I only had 2 that really stuck, but that's okay. I didn't even notice these when I pulled out these numbers. Super cute too. And I'm going to pause it when I go to put the numbers down, because I'm not going to make you watch me do all that. And I just put that one on crooked, but that's all right. They kind of are, it seems like they're maybe staticky, because like they flow right to the paper and want to stick. They're like, put me on the page. But yeah, so I got a lot to get done today. I got to write my to-do list, because if I don't write it down, then I will forget something. But I want to make sure that we are ready for tomorrow. I got to have my husband bring in the table and chairs. When does January start? What day? On Thursday. So we got to get that brought in today. I got to get everything set up. Do I want to put it here, or do I want to put it here? Let's put it here. So he'll do that. He gets done early today, as they are going to actually recognize tomorrow and the day after as the federal holidays. So that is good. We were actually kind of concerned, because he does get paid on Thursday. And we were wondering if our bank was still going to actually be open on Christmas Eve, because technically he gets paid on Thursday, but his checks usually come in on Wednesdays. So we were still wondering if the bank was going to be open so that we could still get paid this week. Because if they were going to be closed and observing those federal holidays, then we wouldn't have got paid until Monday, which would have been fine. It wouldn't have been a big deal. but we were just wondering, because I think our next bills aren't due until like the end of the month. But yeah, I ended up calling my bank yesterday and getting that figured out. They are open. I don't know how many places are actually observing it as a federal holiday, as it just went into effect, I think, last week. So, to figure that out, and we were honestly surprised that his company is actually observing it. But, I mean, he is a federal contractor, so he ended up finding out pretty late last night, I guess. His boss texted him last night. He was actually sleeping by the time I got home last night. Fell asleep in his chair. That chair is dangerous. I tell him that all the time. I didn't get home till like 6:30, 7 o'clock. So I was literally gone all day. I left my house at like 6, quarter after 6 yesterday morning and got home about 6:30, 7 o'clock last night. I was ready to get out of the truck and get in the house and just relax. I wanted to be on my heating pad so bad, sitting in the truck that long, because like I didn't go into the appointment with my daughter and granddaughter because it's not my business. My daughter knows like everything that happens with my granddaughter. I didn't want to be, in the way. So I sat out in my vehicle and actually worked on my planners and things like that. So I knew it was going to be a longer appointment just because it was an assessment appointment. So I didn't want to get in the way. So I made sure I brought things with me to keep myself occupied. But yeah, so I mean, she is a higher functioning child on the spectrum. So that is a bonus. And I love her little voice. She's so freaking adorable. And she has the biggest blue eyes. They're so beautiful. She is such a little shithead too. She's like, we get out of the truck to go into McDonald's to get her some lunch. And she's like, I'm not holding your hand, actually. I was like, give me that hand. I always worry, especially when we're like in a big city or a bigger area. I always worry, that stuff always goes through my mind. Oh, what happened? Somebody could grab her really quick. Things like that. It always goes through my mind. All right. So we have a couple holidays in January. So we're going to put this here. I don't think I'm going to write my bills in my everything planner because that's going to be redundant. So, I know Martin Luther King Day is somewhere here. I think it's the 19th. I want to say it's the 19th, but I'm going to make sure before I put anything down. I do have an appointment. I think it's the 22nd at 10:30 or 10, but I got to make sure because I just made that appointment yesterday. That's with my back surgeon, so I got to make sure I get that on there. But I want to make sure I get the right time. So let's get some deco on here. Let's see, what else do we got here? So that's all the planner kit. We got some smaller stuff right here. I think I have them all over here. So down on the bottom, I am going to put a bunch of these like coral pieces. Or should I put, I should put that one up on the top. And then, oh, that one's too wide to put on the bottom, but I'm going to put that up on the top. Okay, so let's put some coral down here. And then we'll throw in some jellies down here as well. We'll put some up on the side. we'll put a pink jelly, or a purple, sorry. Wow, I do know my colors, I promise. We'll put a purple jelly right there. And then we will go in with a blue and pink coral. No, we'll do a blue and a purple coral. Space it out a little bit. And then we will do pink jellies. And then we'll go in with this pink one. Oh, I don't want pink next to pink. Let's go in, we'll do this blue. Pink, and then we'll do a blue jelly. Cute. And then we will go with this pink. And what are we doing? A purple. So we'll go with this blue. Where my purple jellies go. And then one more set of coral. And then a pink jelly. I think I'll do a bigger jelly over here for the pink. And then I'm going to put some washi up there on the top. And I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do over here on the side. Where'd my, right here. I haven't decided what I'm going to track over there for my monthly. I could do my glimmers here on the side. My monthly glimmers. I think I will tear it off in the middle, so then that way the book does close. Oh. That's gonna look pretty. Got like the night sky. And then I will come in and set up my weeks next week in this one. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do the glimmers here instead of doing it back here. And then that way I have it monthly, and then I'll think of something else to track here. Let's do that. So let's take and go in with this. Do I actually... Let me see, because I'm sure there is enough spots to write glimmer, or enough to do like maybe 30 if I can find 30 glimmers in the month. I'm just looking for like maybe a empty box that I can write it on. I can use one of those. I can cut it out. Oh, right here. Let's just use one of these from the planner kit. Oh, those are really wide. I think I'll end up doing this. Let's just do this. Let's go in with the pink. Because pink is my favorite color. Don't you dare. Let's take some of that sticky off there. Wow, my desk is a mess. I got things everywhere. And then we'll get that down. And I'm going to write glimmers. I don't think I can get both in there. There. And then I like these guys. They're freaking adorable. We're going to put a couple of these up here on the top. Oh, he looks mad. And I love these stars and clouds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cloud in between this one. And I think I'm going to put the moon in between these two. And then I'm going to do a star. And I think I'm going to do like a little glimmer type thing right here. And I'm going to do a cloud at the end. And then I'm going to do a star over here. Perfect. That came out cute. And then I'll come in and fill this out after. Maybe, let me see, what do I got here? We got these. Do I want to put something down here? Put a couple of these little glimmers. No. Okay. So let's go down here, back here, to create something today. We're just going to outline that. And then we'll put, I'll look and see what I got. I don't know if I want to do this with the jellies. Yeah, I don't know if I want to use my jellies. I could. Yeah, let's do it in jellies. So let's do this in teal. And I drew this prior. I am trying to learn more cursive hand lettering because I learned it in school, but because I don't use it, I lost it. But that's okay. So we're reteaching myself. And you would think that it would come back very easily, but it didn't. And I'll go through and erase those pencil lines afterwards. Once it dries, I actually could go in and do the black. And then that way it looks like it's kind of highlighted. Oh yeah, I like that. Not that I could have changed it because I had already started doing it. Swear my impulse sometimes is ridiculous. Oh yeah, let's just do this without even knowing if I'm gonna like it. So what is everybody doing on Christmas Eve? Are we flying? Are we driving to family? Are we staying home and family coming to you? We used to drive up to my mom's, and now everybody comes to my house, which I actually prefer. Works out great for us. Because, like, the last few years, we have hit some major snow. So my mom, she stays at my sister's house, which is only like 10-15 minutes from my house. And then that way she's not having to drive in the snow or anything. I don't think we're supposed to get any snow right today, like this week. God only knows though, because the weatherman's always wrong. I mean, they could say we're going to get a foot of snow and then nothing. So let's put, do we want to do, let's put some of this down. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, oh, I got to go back and cut that washi on the corner. I'm going to put this down here on the bottom. Where'd my card go? And I think I'm just going to carry this over to this page as well. And then that way they match. And then we'll throw a couple of these cute jellies up here. But yeah, so I have projects that I want to finish that are in the works already. So I need to get them done, and I'm going to list them here, and then they're going to get checked off as I complete them. Let's put you over there. What do we got? What do we got? We got some like washi type ones. Those are our small ones. Let's pull some stars because they're cute. Put them up there. Do we have a pink one right here? They got the cutest little stingrays on here as well. And then we're going to do a yellow star. No, I don't like the yellow star on there. We do have a pink cloud and blue and purple, but I think I like it the way it is. Let's throw a couple pieces of coral down here. Kind of do it like this so it looks like it's like, I should lift this piece up. Come on. I don't want to rip you. And kind of make it look like it's like a pile of coral. Like that. And then where's a purple piece? Oh, right here in front of me. Oh my God. And then I think we'll go down a little bit with the purple. There. Should we put a stingray on there? They're super cute. Should I? Let's do a purple one down here on the bottom. No, let's go with a pink. He's cute. Yeah, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a moon up here because the moon is supposed to be yellow, and I think that'll look good. Yeah, and then we got a small cloud. I don't think we got any small clouds. I could do a silver cloud over it. I could do that. That might look good, actually. I mean, the cloud is kind of big. Oh, yeah, that looks good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these. I wish I could buy this sheet separate. That would be awesome. Because you bet your bottom dollar I'd be buying a whole 100 of these sheets because they're gorgeous. That's cute. I like that. Okay, now let's go over to the travel sheets. I have a few plans for travel. Oh, I don't need that anymore. I have my desk is so cluttered and messy and I hate it. Okay, so I have a few plans. Obviously, we have Vegas, but we do want to try and plan a camping trip. No, we don't have our camper anymore. We sold it, but we do have a tent for the truck. So that's how we would do it. And we want to go to Fish Creek because we love Fish Creek. But the only problem is with that is our pup. We don't know how he would do with that. To be honest with you, I don't know if he'd do good with it because anytime we would, oh, it's right here. Anytime we would go camping, he would want to stay in the camper. He is a chocolate lab and he does not like being outside. He is very much an air-conditioned pup and does not like being outside at all. Should we do purple? I think we should do purple. Let me see which one I like. Yep, we're going to go with this one. But yeah, he is very much an air-conditioned pup, scared of everything. And I think I'm actually going to color this in with blue, or purple, blue. My God. I do know my colors, I promise. And then I'm going to outline it with the black. But yeah, I mean, he is like the biggest baby and I love it. But to go camping in the truck with him, I don't know how that would work, to be honest. But yeah, this tent, you just put it right up on the back of the truck. We actually want to get a bus. And then that way, like a small bus, my husband can redo it. He actually redid our whole, I think it was a 68 Winnebago. Oh my God, it was gorgeous. I loved it. But because we hadn't used it in like 3 years, we would just keep resealing the roof of the camper. It would just sat there and we didn't want to like it to go to waste or anything. So we ended up selling it this past summer. But my husband would redo the bus if we got it. So, we are thinking about doing that. And then that way we can travel in the winter on my off months. So that would be cool. Let's make that teeth thicker because it looked weird. But yeah, I have total faith in my husband to redo a bus. Our camper looked amazing. I don't know what I got going on right here. I gotta travel. Oh, it's supposed to be an E. What did I do? There we go. And then we'll write it in blue, or do it in black. But yeah, he had cherry wood for the walls, and he built in cabinets. It did not have the refrigerator, anything like that, because when we got it, none of that stuff worked. And we didn't want to put it back, get one and put it back in there. And with Fish Creek, they don't have hookups. It's all primitive. Everything's primitive there. So you got to have coolers or a refrigerator anyways. So we would go up for like a week, and our coolers would keep our food cold all week from the way that I always packed it. Like I would freeze a gallon of water and put that on the bottom. I'd have like 4 or 5 of them in this huge cooler we had, and that would last all week. It was awesome. I can't remember where I found that idea. It might have been Pinterest. But yeah, it actually worked really good. But yeah, so we want to go camping. There's this waterfall list that I want to check off, and there's some new ones that I want to add to it. And just things that are local, because obviously I don't want to spend a ton of money. And then I want to plan something possibly for Valentine's Day, maybe the winter carnival up in Saranac Lake. They always do the ice castles, which are so cute. And every time we've tried to go up there, every year it's always been warm in February and they melt. So we haven't been able to do that in a few years. So hopefully this year won't be too warm for them, and we will be able to see them this year. So that's on my list this year, and we just want to do some local stuff. And I want to plan just something kind of local for our anniversary. We always do something for our anniversary. Put some stars down. Maybe like the wine country in New York. We'll see. I can always find stuff to do. I am a huge traveler. I love to travel. Let's see. What do we got? Let's use some of these little... Oh my God, those are adorable. I think I might put some coral over here too. Let's do the purple in the back because that one's huge. And then we'll do the pink and blue. And then let's throw in some colored stars, or do I want to do some of the silver ones? Let's go with these like glimmer type star things. Let's do that. These are pretty. I love all the silver that they have in this month's kit. Very pretty. I might share these on the Facebook group that I am in for Hubman and Chubgirl. I feel like something needs to be put over here. Oh, let's throw a stingray on there. Let's go with, oh, these purple ones are adorable. Let's put him there. And you know what? I'm going to do a blue one too. Down here on the bottom. There. That's cute, right? I like it. And all I got to do is just glue this one down now. And then color in my states. And that's it. So we got the travel, which I'll go through and make my list of my creative projects I want to get done. I don't know what I'm going to do on these pages yet. We got January set up. I got to go through and put my appointments and things. I'm not going to do my bills on this one, I don't think. I might. I don't know. We got our bucket list, our goals, and our whole cover page for the whole book. And then another cover page. Very, very cute. I love how it all turned out so far. And I do think I want to put my mess over there. I think I'm going to put this there and then this here. Actually, maybe I'll put that one on my fitness, my health and wellness. Yeah, we're going to put that one on the health and wellness. And then I think I'm going to use the white. I don't know if I like that though. What if we just use one of these 2026? Yeah, let's do that. I know I have it on the inside. Actually, I have it on the inside. So yeah, I'm just waiting for my my Sterling ink book to get here. It was shipped, but with Christmas coming up, I'm not expecting to get it this week. I'm thinking possibly next week, hopefully, so then that way I can get it all set up and ready to go for January. But so if you want to see that and any of my plan with me's, any of that good stuff, I got lots of plans for January and 2026. And if you want to see any of that stuff happening, hit that subscribe button and make sure your bell notifications are on, and you will be notified every time I upload a new video, which I think in January, starting in January, it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then, you know, sprinkled throughout, I might have some other videos as well. But yeah, so make sure your notifications are on and you'll be notified every time I upload. Oh, some of these go in the back. That's what I'm doing wrong. So, and I appreciate you spending your time with me this morning, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.